Right then, hello everyone, good evening and welcome to the stream. Today we are going to be playing some more Anno 1800 because we are, yep, it's what I've been playing a lot and streaming a lot. I don't really know why, I say that because it's always going to be Anno 1800 at least for the foreseeable future. Yeah, that's fine now. Hey, Anno's good. So, let's bring up some sound, let's bring up some screen. Yeah, actually loaded up exactly where we left off last night. Well, maybe a few seconds later. But yeah, so, the plan. Right, plan. I had a couple of plans, didn't I? One was to fix my docklands. We're going to be changing this.
Schooner reporting.
We're actually out of coal here, I think. That's good I saw that pop up. Let's see.
The people celebrate your leadership.
Yeah, we're at the other limit. That's fine. I think coal... We'll go check this island. I think coal is good down here now. Could be better. Yeah, we did move basically everything up here, didn't we? See how it goes anyway. That's weird. It feels a bit jerky. Do I have... I don't know if these things helps or not. Not really? Okay, that's weird, but... I can't remember from the last time I tried that or not. Okay, anyway, whatevs. Let's carry on. What's this? Iron.
Look sharp, the governor's here.
Yeah, I'm not sure that I need to hold 200 here. I think more needs to be diverted down. Let's set a minimum stock of 75. Because I don't think there's many things here that use coal now. Some of these factories probably do. Spurs don't, obviously.
There's no space for any more.
Filaments do. But we also have 7 coal mines pumping out coal, so... I mean, this should be fine. That uses some coal. We only have one of those. Alright, so I think that's okay. The only thing we have is ore refinery giving pollution. We need to... Oh, there's some ruins? Some ruins, hold on. Oh. Oh! Right, that's not next to a road, okay. That makes sense. There we go, problem solved. But yeah, there's a couple of things I want to do. One is to get my docklands changed a bit. We'll basically tear it down and rebuild it. The other is then moving off all the slaughterhouses and pig farms to another island. Which I think I'll do... Yeah, I think I was planning to do it here, wasn't I? Because I've already renamed this to Pigs and Furs. So that makes sense. And then we can just transport all the sausages up. So I think we want to build... I think I want to build a cargo ship. Consumer goods is what I'm looking for. You know what? We could probably use this spare clipper. Sorry, schooner. Also this spare schooner as well. Yeah, these can go on a pig route, and I think probably the 2 schooners will do it until a bit later. Yeah, okay, that's the plan. We'll do that in a moment though.
On our way.
primary thing I want to do. And what's that error? Why are they cutting?
Our cruise was just as full as last
Short.
time.
I think they're cutting it short probably because we don't really have a lot of bus stops or hotels and things like that. That's something we should probably fix. I think we have one hotel right now.
I'd hoped the city would be more... just more.
Why are they unhappy? The attractiveness. The attractiveness could be better, I guess. That's okay, we can fix that. Because we need to expand our museum. We need to expand this mad lad. The botany, yeah. Sorry, the zoo. And then we also need to make a botanical garden. Where is that? Excuse me, sorry. A botanical garden here. We need to decide on a spot for this. Maybe over here. We also need to figure out what to do with tractors with these grain farms at some point. Yeah, okay. Right, that's something for the future though. Let's get on with the first step that I wanted to do, which was redesign my docklands. What are these? Are these regular depots? They are. Can we just drop these depots somewhere just to keep them out of the way for the moment? Okay, good. Right, let's get rid of this. What have we got? We need this pier. Why can't I move this? Ah. Apparently there works, so that's good. Alright, let's redesign stuff. Let's put all the piers at one end. I'll do that. We've got a repair crane. Let's get rid of the repair crane. Alright, what's probably going to be easiest is we just dismantle all of it. Because then we can That was stupid. Now I've just dumped half of my stuff into the sea. Okay. Let's just reload this last autosave. Oh boy, yeah, that's stupid. I don't know why I deleted the depots instead of just moving them. I am incredibly stupid, friends. Luckily I've done nothing so far. But that's fine. We'll carry on. Okay. Not fussed about that. Right. Yeah, all we did was just shift around the depots, which... Okay, so, get rid of this. Move you there, right. Move this, turn you, right. Let's move this thing over there for now. We'll move the repair crane just over here. Move that thing, move that thing. Now all these should be depots. That's a loading wharf. Okay, they're all depots, good. So we'll connect all these up. We've got one depot here. There's the loading wharf. Can't we have another depot? I'm pretty sure we can. We can have another as well. We're going to have one more pier, which we're going to have. Let's see. I think those roads are bothering things. Oh boy, everything's disconnected now. Problem
Your
solved.
city has grown more beautiful.
Oh well, everyone moved out and everyone moved back in. Oh god. Oh no.
No less than we deserve.
Oh no, everyone's moving out. Oh no, did I make a mistake doing that? I hope that fixes very soon. Everything's dropping rapidly. Oh no. It should stabilise, I think. Like it's dropped production, but it should be okay. Everyone should stabilise and move back in. At least that's the hope. Oh blimey. Can we have another pier? Yes. I could move you a bit further. Yeah. Okay, that's an interesting idea. Can I have... I can't have them facing that way. Towards the land. That sucks. Alright. So what have we got? We've got 2 loading wharfs. I really dislike that I have an uneven amount of piers. Sorry, depots. I have another loading. Put that repair crane in that corner. The times I'm needing to repair a vehicle. I don't like it. It doesn't fit. There. I think I can take one of these loading cranes. That works. I have a repair vehicle there. Hub master. Repair cranes. Export office. Let's give more attractiveness. We may as well build 3 of these then, because they give attractiveness.
If I see another biscuit.
I change the look of you. Yes. No, no, game. What are you doing to me? What? Why? Okay. Fine. I'll put it there. Alright, so... Alright, so we've got Ah. Right, 700 tons extra storage, 150% loading speed bonus. That's for these modules. Does that affect this one as well? That I'm not sure about. I don't really know, but it's okay. Let's put you back there. Can I put this anywhere? I could put it in front of here. You know what? I've got a lot of open coastline in random spots. I'll put the depots over here. They don't need to be on this piece of coast. Where'd the other one go? There it is. It could be in front of the fisheries. In fact, there might be enough space for another depot, actually. Hold on. Yeah, that looks better. Yeah, it looks alright. That'll do. That'll do. Alright, so this thing's a bit fixed up. Looks better now. We've got all the modules I want. Ah, one issue though. My main wharf is not in range of the Docklands radius. Bugger is all I can say to that. What if we basically just swapped it? These things should be on this side then. That might do it. That one needs to be in range of the public mooring. How do I see the loading speed for this? Ah, down here. Okay, hold on, let's I can't even flip and move it. Oh, if I... Alright, hold on. Let's run a test. Let's just shift things around a moment. Why doesn't it let me put my... Why is it red? Oh, it's because it'd be moving something out of bounds, I think. Alright, screw it. Delete that for now. What are you? You're an export office. Can I move you up? No. Why is that not a free harbour area? Apparently here is. I think there might have been a ship there, which is why. Alright, so if we have you there, that's this in range. Yeah, okay, that's got that bonus going. Right, that's fine then. Actually, it's not going to be fine. Because I need a spot for my shipyard. Where is it? Where's the big shipyard? I mean, that could go there though, I guess. What are you? You're my commuter pier. Hold on, I don't need the commuter pier here. Maybe I do. Do I have another spare pier area? I don't think I do. Oh, I do down here. I could probably put the commuter pier down there then. I don't need it on the main beach. I'll put it up by the stand mines. Yeah, that works. That's fine. Alright, that means I can then move... Well, I was hoping I could move that up there, but no. Okay, let's get rid of this. We'll figure this out, friends. Apparently I can move that a couple of squares down. I don't know if that's going to make any difference to anything, but we'll see. Okay, okay. We'll blueprint this back up. In fact, I would really rather it over here, where I planned for it originally. Apparently it decided to turn itself. Yeah, okay, it's doing it because of that crane, I guess. Alright, okay. We can figure this out. We've got to keep this main building in range of that. Alright, so if we swap everything around, we'll put these buildings on this side. I think that'll do it. Why did I just put them back? I don't know what I was doing there, friends. I got completely distracted by I don't know what now. I want to shift these over. Oh, very confused for a moment then. What are you? You're an export office, you're an export office. They're irrelevant at the moment. Apparently it's not a free harbour area. Oh, because of that crane, which the crane can go here actually, because that's good. I think I have enough for one more pier. See, that's blocking a lot though. I wonder if I can fit that shipyard over here. No. Okay. I want that shipyard there. In fact, actually, I think we could probably move this entire thing forward. But I need to keep it within range of the main harbour, which is there. Can I fit the shipyard in now? Oh, apparently I could actually just put the shipyard there. Okay, that actually works even better. That doesn't need to be on a coast tile, so I can just fill that in like that and make it look nice. Okay, that works then. That works. That works. That's good. Right, you can be real. That means we can actually move this crane. Oh yeah, it just fits. Perfect. Right, what other things have we got? We've got a loading wharf. Right. You're probably a loading wharf. You're an export office. Let's see. I don't like the look of you like that. Don't really look at it from this side much. Alright, so I think that's okay then. I think we've got everything we want, really. I could build another export office just to gain more attractiveness. Yeah, why not? I wonder if I could slot that in over here. Yeah, that wouldn't really fit over there. One of these might. Oh, that's a loading wharf as well. Hold on. How did that sneak in like that? I think that's depots. Yep, there we go. Right, great. Great. I got this random one. That's actually annoying. Can't fit you in behind there. That's where I would want the loading crane. That's actually annoying. Okay, I'll tell you what. What do these two look like over here? I have 3 of those. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know if I like that. I think at some point I might get more modules, but I don't know. What are you? You're an export office. Okay. Well, we'll just have it like that for now, I think. Actually, what I'll do, I'll build a little road. Tell you what, let's have a road there, like this. And along and connecting up again. Yeah, why not? So, this thing I've just realised might be an issue with the steam shipyard. No, actually, no issue. Everything's fine. That's cool. Okay, everything's good. I don't need to make it real yet. It can stay as a blueprint until I need it. Okay. That's good. That's kind of one of the things I wanted to do. It's not great, this wharf, but it's okay. Hey, it gives me 420 attractiveness though. That's pretty good. I like that. At some point I would probably want more regular piers here, but I don't really know how I want to do that. Alright. I think I need to build some more housing. I need to get a spot for my botanical garden though. I don't know where I want to build this. Maybe over here, but that's where all my fields are at the moment. Maybe I want to move the fields. I could have the botanical garden up here though. I'd have it over here. What I could actually do is move the zoo from there. I could have the zoo over here, museum here, botanical gardens here. Then I could fill the rest of here with housing. See, that could work. I don't really know how big the zoo gets is the trouble, but I could probably make it more optimally spaced than what I have it like now. Yeah, that's probably what I want to do then. Yeah, okay, I've committed to that plan now. That's what I'm going to do. If anything, isn't a farm over here. Not quite sure what you are. What are you doing? You're a school. I won't need that school right now. Let's just get rid of it. Okay, that's fine. Let's get rid of all of this now. These houses. Because I've got my train coming through there, actually. I could probably build the zoo here then. Or the gardens there. I don't actually know what they look like. I think the zoo could go there. We could always expand it, I guess. Actually, I'm more interested to find out how big this is. It's basically the same as the proposed. Okay.
Workforce shortage.
There might not be the best workforce over here. Do we not have enough dried meat? Dried meat. Oh, we do not.
Today's sea blue on green hills, isn't it?
Okay, where's... Oh god, I need to do more at Bessa soon.
Oh, I didn't expect you there.
Where's dried meat? Over here, isn't it? No. I don't know where I put it. Oh, we're full on cows. Why are these at 200%? Oh! How have I never realised that irrigation gives them 200%? That means we could have 2 more dry houses.
Even if I could, I wouldn't give up.
How do we get salt? Hold on. Ah, salt comes from the coastline. Alright, hold on. How have I done this wrong? So basically, I can double up because of the Sanger farms being at double storage. Double. So I need 1 more salt works. 1 more dry house. Or... yeah. I think that's right. Might be right. Or I might actually be able to go 3 dry houses. No, actually it should be theoretically 4, shouldn't it? If these are going at 200% each. Oh no, because that takes 30 seconds. Basically, I'm making too many cows at the moment. Not enough of those. Right. Oh, hello. What did I just press? Oh, must have been a button to go to my ship. Fair enough. Yeah, I'm not going to do much in Bessa today. I want to fix up the new world. I think, though, that we've got enough anyway for now. I'll figure out the proper ratios for these later. As long as we're not underproducing anything right now that we need. Underproducing ceramics. Oh, actually, No, don't get distracted. I need to go finish what I'm doing over here. Yeah, I'm not quite sure how big the Botanical Garden will get. But I know I need to massively expand my museum. We've got space to expand north, though. Well, that's not north, is it? That's north, but this way. I kind of like the idea of building my zoo down in this area, but now I'm thinking that's probably better off for housing. We should put these on what will be the outskirts at some point. Although we have a lot to expand over here anyway for housing too, so I can probably make this much more space efficient. I just haven't. In fact, that's what I should do. We should redesign the zoo. Let's just copy everything that we can right now. I keep spinning it. Stop spinning it. Yeah, there's good. Right, we'll dismantle it now. Start redesigning the zoo. Get rid of all this. All these hedges. That road's okay. Alright. Let's see. Let's... Cool, that got rid of that thing as well, but that's alright. As much as I kind of like the hedges going around, I just realised that's a mistake. Oh yeah. That must have been a mistake from the copying. That makes me deeply unhappy that's offset now though.
Not too many changes, I hope.
Let's go look at the newspaper in a moment. See, I kind of like that. Maybe I could only do one square here though. I'm going to get rid of this entrance here. In fact, hold on, can I get rid of... Yeah, okay, that works now. That makes me happy. Okay, that is only one square, that's fine. I think if I only have one square here, that'll be better. Let's copy this. I can't copy it, can I? Nope, we'll just delete it, whatever. I'll demolish, copy. Hello, how have I managed to do that? Oh, I can't copy just that thing.
Is it new?
Well, bugger, but okay, that's fine. Let's just copy this side then. Oh, please stop copying the main entrance. Oh, you can't copy... I see those things are parts of the zoo, so you can't actually copy them without copying the entrance part. Well... we have ways around this, I think. That could be better, but we are limited on space. Let's go look at the newspaper, by the way. Okay, we need to get... Oh, right, they've run out of sewing machines over in the new world. That's okay, I'm not fussed. People might get very unhappy with the propaganda, but
If you
let's
insist,
slam some plus happiness.
I won't stand in your way.
Income. I think that's just it for now.
We're in the presence of a virtuoso.
I wonder how unhappy people are, though, with all the propaganda I've been doing. Cool.
My mother is also
Go away.
inflexible.
I'm trying to look at things. Right chance plus 100%. Okay. That's a minor issue.
You gained an influence bonus.
That's a slight issue. But it's still actually a low riot chance, though, because people are happy and whatnot. And I guess I got some police stations doing stuff. Maybe I should build some more police stations. We actually have good police coverage. Well, I actually built more police stations than I thought. Didn't want to copy that. Right, so if we have a that's right, of course. Where are the things? Entrances. All right, of course. Okay. Oh, you know what? I could have archways instead of those. Maybe I'm liking the idea of those archways instead. I can change that to connect up. Oh yes, I like that even better. Whoops. Yeah, I like the archways, I think, compared to just a regular entrance. I think that's pretty good. I quite like that. Yeah. Now we're going to need a path along here. Going to need a path to that one. I basically surround all these with paths. I'm not 100% convinced about some things now, but it does look quite nice, though, I think, with the arches at least. Maybe a bit overkill everywhere, though. Okay. Idea. We have one arch on each point. That's not quite so overwhelming. And they're always on the right side. That kind of works. Let's put an animal in here. Oh yeah, we should have a black rhino. Yeah.
Oh, get that thing away from me!
Since I built it. You know, I don't actually like the arches now, I think. I kind of like them, but I kind of don't. I think I like the simplicity of just having the entrances. I just really like the look of these. I think they look better. And we need a exhibit thing here.
She had cotton thread all over her
We got a black rhino. I think the black rhino is just
Non-aggression pact has ended.
we should absolutely fix that, because I still want to try to get either allies with you or with trade rights. Yep, 10 grand, that's fine. 0 trade rights though.
How wonderful.
Well, that
You've
lost rep.
taken pity on- Because everyone
We'll
knows
bribe her
pirates
again.
like double.
Let's give everyone a round of diplomacy of flattery
Then you
and
know of the
gift giving.
customary to give something in return.
A champion of civil rights? How could I
A Wibbly's at
possibly
max.
refuse?
A strange Wibbly's at max.
Wounds the cockles of me heart.
Really want trade rights with Anne.
I'm over the sky, moon. What a selfless act of charity.
Look, this thing is part of the Meombi Woodlands. Do we have anything that matches that? Oh yeah, yeah. Giraffe. Put those animals together if we can. I can just copy all of that. Yeah, actually that'll work. It'll copy the main entrance, but then who cares? I can just delete the main entrance. I can just delete the museum part. Oh, that's frustrating. It won't fit there. Actually, it would. Not quite. Game sound? Can I have the game sound back? I was curious. I didn't like that. I'm to make a lot of museums.
An unbreakable magic circle.
Now we can delete the extra museum. Oh, that deleted that part as well. Oh, god damn it. Come on, game. Why you got to do this to me? Why wouldn't you keep that part as well? Fine. I just realised I made a mistake up here anyway, so whatevers.
Kick a man while he's down.
I realised this was slightly too over. That's where I want it. There we go, that's fine. At least I've got these shapes that I can copy and paste. That'll help guide things a bit more. Yeah, I mean, that's alright, I guess. Like, it's not the most aesthetically pleasing,
Be a goody goody.
Damn it, Anne, why am I losing rep with you?
The people celebrate your leadership.
One day I'll be able to trade with her, one day. So I need to get some of these ornament things for paving. If I can one day. Ah, come on. You know,
I wish to spread harmony.
I'm thinking this isn't the best place for this now.
Sadness.
The cherry atop our beautiful friendship cake. How unexpected.
I don't really like the positioning because of the river. I can maybe move the museum down a bit. I could have the zoo around there, Botanical Garden around there. That would fit better. Let's see what happens if I do this. If I just copy this entire thing, kind of blocked by roads and whatnot, but just put that there for now. Actually, I kind of want to redesign the museum entirely as well. Okay, I know what to do. Get rid of this road. Copy. Copy all of this. We'll put it somewhere safe. Somewhere safe. We'll delete it. Once again, we'll delete it. That's fine. We'll copy it again now and we'll move it a bit more. We have it. We can shift it up a bit. We can have it here. There's a bit more space just there. More space up this way. A couple of spots down here we could fill. We could probably have the museum about here as the main building. Like somewhere around here. Because we'll redesign that soon. And we can have a botanical garden up here. Basically in between these two train lines. That could work. Get rid of all these random things before I forget about them. Yeah, I mean, that could work. Yeah, I could put those there instead. Shift this up a bit. Okay, that's a good plan. Right, 1 second. Hold on, why is there no road? Here we go. I just need to turn the light on because I realised it's all very dark outside and I'll close the blind up. Okay, I'm back. Right, okay, so that's the plan. That's a good plan. I don't like how I've got some random little gap here of nothing. What do you... You're a bus stop. Hold on. Let's just get rid of that thing and that thing. And just put the bus stop in there. And then to fill this gap. Some flatbeds. Hold on, what's a cherry tree seed? Oh, yeah, they're nice, hold on. Yeah, people can sit on the seats waiting for the bus. That works. I need something to fill this line as well. Maybe more cherries? Trees? In fact, actually, let's do that. What can we fit in this little gap here? What have we got? A luggage cart? That's too far from the bus station though. We want something... A signpost? No, that doesn't really fit. I don't know what musician stage does. Oh hey, it's just got some musicians doing stuff. I mean, that can be alright, but not really. We're gonna have a street map. And we need something to put in there. Little kiosk. Yeah, why not? That seems alright. One of my trade routes is an issue. Which one is this? The issue. Ah, it can't be loaded because it's empty. That's fine. That's good, that's good. I'm okay with that though. I'm okay with that being filled for coal. That probably means actually I could take those ships off though, now. I could probably just leave the cargo ship on it and take the schooners off to do something else. We'll do that soon. In fact, let's have a look. Hold on. Yeah, I think you'll probably have enough. I might drop one of the irons actually, make that coal as well, because iron's okay and not really that fussed. Coal is the big issue for that trade route. Hold on, what's this issue with coffee? Ah, right, that's smaller than that one, that's fine. How come you're only bringing 121? Where's this ship? Has this one just arrived and dropped off? No. Okay, I've got to check coffee production, friends, because maybe things are bad here. I know we're pumping out 8. We're also consuming, consuming 2.
Revolution bore fruit.
I might, yeah, I'm going to deny them the coffee. They're not allowed the coffee. I need all 8 of that to the old world.
Stand aside, boss. Don't get dirt on your fancy shoes.
Yeah, everything's good with our coffee makers. I think I need to expand at some point though. Add a tractor to another one. And build another coffee roaster. But out of curiosity, hold on, how many of these do we have? We've got... This is 300%, so... That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Wait, how many... I don't know why I'm counting manually, I can just look over here, hold on. Coffee, here we go, right, so I've got 6 of those, but one counts as 3, so yeah, that's 8. And I've got 4 of these. Yeah, that's right, because it's 2 coffee plantations per coffee roaster. Okay, that makes sense. Of course, denying them coffee has now dropped my workforce, so we can go upgrade a few regular houses. There we go, problem solved here. Alright, so coffee is actually running properly. I think I only need the one ship on this trade route now. What's this trade route? It's got an issue. It's the same one I just looked at. Come on, game. Yeah, that one should be able to fit it. Right, this ship. Pelican 2. Oh, you've just arrived here. Cool. Right, we can take you off. Actually, this ship can stay here, though.
Celebrate your leadership.
Why is the workforce going down? What have I done? Did that coffee really help that much? I don't believe it.
It's a todo paraíso.
Fine. Script. They can have coffee. That should make more move back in. Yeah, it's only 2 per house, but then I suppose there's a lot of these houses. Alright, okay, while we're here then, fine. Let's let's add a tractor to you. Oh. Do you have... Oh, you have maximum fields. Oh, that's right, because I shaped you kind of funny. That gap, that's frustrating. Let's, yeah, boom, problem solved. Great. Alright, so that means now we can have 2 more coffee makers. Coffee roasters, sorry. Of course, the enormous Oh god, that's why. That's why they take so much workforce. Alright. Okay, distracting me from my plans over to build zoos and things. We have to build up in the old world a bit more for now. That's fine though, when they all move in that should be good. Hopefully we have enough other things to keep them in check. They're still only wanting to use 2 of that. Looks. Enough here. Oh, we need more ponchos though. Okay, we can fix ponchos. At some point I'm going to get rid of all these cotton plantations and cotton mills because we won't need that in the old world when I set up my new fur dealers.
There must be input.
Thinking we need another warehouse down here now. Right, what was it I was going to build? It was poncho makers, wasn't it? I think I've got production up here somewhere. Oh, yeah, in this rando part of town, yeah. Well, actually, where's a better spot for these? Build around this oil mill. Sorry, I was just checking something. Okay, right. Oh, we've got lots of space for alpacas up here.
Explosion in one of your factories.
Oh, jeez. That's what I was worried about. It's going to happen soon.
A fire broke out.
Cool. We'll go deal with that in a minute. There we go. That's ideal. Why have I built a little tiny bit of road there? I don't need that. Let's build a road along. Build it down to connect. Got a warehouse here. What is it? We're making alpacas clothing. Yeah, that's a 1-to-1 ratio. That's cool. Let's build 2 of these. Copy you. Can we have...
Fire has been vanquished.
We could have silos. What do silos in the new world actually use? I'm not actually sure. Corn. Okay, right. We can figure that out in the future then. Do I have enough space up here for a... Dang it, no, okay. Actually, we can put it on this side. We can pop you in there. I mean, put... That one's there. Okay, that's fine. That's future problems. That'll be future Joe to deal with. We need to build up corn for these at some point. Right, let's go look at this explosion. Okay, just one of the bath smelteries exploded, which is fine. I need to bring some windows down. How do I make windows again? What do I need for windows? Just glass to become window makers. And wood. Okay. Maybe I'll move window production to this island at some point. For now, it's not really needed. Let's go find an idle ship of some kind. I got a whole bunch of schooners that are idle. What are you doing here with clay? Oh, that's right. I actually needed clay here for a while. Then I made production and forgot all about it. Because I had to build these. Which I need windows for. Of course I do, friends. Right, okay. Right, let's get some windows. Take them on down.
Take the rudder.
Apparently you're not close enough to do any trade. There we go.
On our way.
What are you? You're my flagship. Ah, you brought wood and bricks as well. Great. Which I don't actually need anymore, but that's fine. Oh, you brought a bunch of windows. Ah! I did send a ship with windows at some point.
Room to maneuver.
here we go.
Hurry her about.
Right, let's fix up these depots now. These loading wharfs. This one is so much neater and nicer than the one that I have up on the main island. Why is this so much better? Oh, it's fine. I could actually change the looks of these. Oh wow, okay, they become kind of wacky. Oh, does that mean I could change like you to... I could actually change them to look like that. Nah, see, I don't like it on that one. Those are okay like that, though. What I'll probably want to build at some point then is these harbour master slots so I can have more harbour slots.
Reminds me of a city I knew. Lovely red lights.
Yeah, I can have more items equipped. That's the same as shipyards aren't in range for that. But hey, that's okay. Right. Back to doing what I was doing. Which is designing the zoo. I've forgotten where it is. Over here. That means this housing area. I can move you over here. We'll demolish you because you're not going to be part of it. That train line is going to be running parallel to the... new museum. That's okay. If we delete... What I'm going to say is we're going to have this one more compound this direction, and then that'll be the size, and we'll expand upwards as much as we can. And I think that'll probably be enough. Well, I say probably, I don't know for sure, but we'll find out. Okay, let's finish filling in these ones for now at least. I could always make this look nicer later. Shift things around, make things look better, but for now it's okay. And I'm sneezing a lot again, of course. Oh, blimey. Right. Right, let's fill these... Oh, right, we need the other things first. We need some of these. Ah, I forgot to get the paving down here. There we go. I need to adjust all the hedges as well. Actually, out of curiosity, hold on, let's test something a moment. What do the arches actually look like? Crap. The arches themselves look good, but they don't look good with how that is. Of course, annoyingly we have to adjust all of these to the one position. But isn't there a shortcut? Oh no, that's rotating. Alright. Do it manually, like a pleb. But it looks nice and it'll be worth it in the end. Probably. I like there's things I could probably change, like I can maybe expand some of the walkways to look different at certain points, but well, I missed a couple of these. Yeah, I think overall it'd be okay. Oh, I keep noticing ones that I've missed. There's a lot of these hedges. It'll look nice if a bit modular, but it's the sort of thing I can always redesign in the far future. I've got so many of these, holy moly. Keep noticing ones that aren't done. Also, wow, I didn't actually make any entrances here either. Okay, I think this is the last one for now. Alright, looking good. Let's fill in exhibits. I'll try and group together things, but we've got a couple of Myombo woodlands that we'll bring up at the front. And in Besson Highlands. Right, just you for Besson Highlands, so we'll have them over here. I actually have way more animals than I thought, holy moly. Pair of tigers as well, bloody hell.
Come and see. Come and see.
Oh, you know what I should do? I should have all the aquatic things together. Oh yeah, I can at least plant those down.
I want to look after everyone.
Oop, that's the wrong thing.
A scattering of blossom.
Oh wow, no. Don't do that. That will fill everything.
Bit of spit and polish. There you are.
Don't think you'll be getting any more.
Why are they all giving me gifts? Blobfish, I love it. Ah, right, we need entrances. Let's get everything in there to start with, and then we'll figure out. Let's move blobfish up here to the aquatic area. Yeah, actually, this is kind of looking stupidly modular and I don't really like it anymore. I kind of need to break it up a bit, I think. It looks real bad now there's so many things.
Cheeky flat cap, mate. Is it new?
Ah, dear. See, what I'm thinking though now is... I should have a double section of roads between these. So I can put something... Like, for example...
What a majestic animal.
It'd be like that, and then... That's the wrong thing. Like that. Hold on. Let's see, let's get rid of...
Please, may we feed them?
You gained an influence bonus.
Sorry, I'm not really talking much right now. I'm concentrating on trying to figure this out.
You gained an influence bonus.
That's it, that's how I want it. I've cracked it.
Well, aren't you a curious little fellow?
This is wrong though.
You gained an influence bonus.
Yeah, this is how I want it. Okay, I got it now. I got it.
You gained an influence bonus.
I'm gonna... Oh dear. Sorry, excuse me. I'm gaining a lot of influence bonuses from doing whatever I'm doing. Because that means I've got space in between here for nice stuff. I can... No, this is exactly how I had it. That's exactly how this is. Oh, jeez. I'm an idiot. How stupid am I? I had it going the right the first time.
You gained an influence bonus.
Why do I keep gaining influence bonuses? Stop doing that game. Yeah, okay, I think this is how I want it now. Edges all around. There's some space here for things. There'll be space here. Cool, apparently I can't do that, but whatever.
Well, aren't you a curious little fellow?
I just realised a flaw. No, actually I haven't.
May we feed them?
See, it's much too modular. It doesn't look good to me because of this. That's the trouble. I'm going to have some gaps in like this. Hopefully it'll just let me copy. Of course not. Why would it? Okay, this might be it though.
I could never have imagined such a creature existed.
Then entrances. Let's get rid of all of this. That's throwing off my master design. Because then I could have some nice flowers and random things around in here. I wish I could just mass copy this design as it is. But I can't because of the various things that are blocking it. It has effectively doubled the size. Going on this trade route, hold on. Yeah, I think I'm good with just having a Samson on this now. See, the museum's actually quite nice thinking now because it's not as uniform as this, because this doesn't look good to me. This, however, will. Cool, I got rid of the road and it removed my design. Don't worry, I can figure it out again.
Have it with roast potatoes and the rich sauce.
Alright, time to redesign the entire zoo again. Okay, it's fine now. As long as I remember how I did it. Got a couple of those. You know, for the moment, instead of entrances, I'm not going to put entrances on. I'm just going to use the hedgerows. Because if I just use these entrances, it's going to make it so much simpler to plan and not mess around with the hedges constantly. But I know where they will go. And that's basically it. Then that should be modular from there. Because then I should be able to just put you there. In a weird way. Get abort, delete. And then we have these here. You go around. Go around.
Then he leered to one side and dropped his snuff all over the cobbles.
This is actually way bigger than it was before though because of this. Okay, so I think what I'll do then... I've done it wrong though. God damn it. That's wrong. Cool. Yep, I am making lots of mistakes tonight, friends. You know, that should be right.
Breakfast this morning by yours truly.
Yeah. Alright, so we kind of cracked it now. But it is one up from there, isn't it? It's incredibly space inefficient doing this, but it'll look nicer. Is the theory, at least. Yeah, that's wrong. That was right. Actually, they were slightly off. That one was. Right, so that's slightly better.
I better watch what I say.
It's kind of better. It's still quite modular looking, but I managed to do these wrong. They're one too many up. Oh, god damn it. Oh boy. I'm glad I kept this control one over here. Okay, I think we're kind of okay now. Except for just putting things in the random wrong place, but that's okay. See, it does still look very, very modular, like I keep mentioning, but I think when I add decorations and things, it will look nicer. I wonder how it would be if we had some facing this direction. Yeah, I'm not going to like that, I think. See, this is only 6, and I'm pretty sure from our previous design we could fit, like, I don't know, 8 in that space. See, I'm not enormously convinced again. How many animals do we have? We've got 6 spots, sorry. We've got 4, 8, 12, 16. Sorry, not 16. Bloody hell, 13. I kind of need double that. But I am going to shift the museum up. I think I can make the museum look kind of nicer as well. Wait, I've made a mistake up on the top. I've got a double line there. That's right, isn't it? I'm just trying to figure this out. It's not. I'm not convinced now. Yeah, that is right. Maybe at some point in the future I'll devote some more hours to redesigning the zoo. Not right now though. You know, I don't mind these things. Maybe I should have those wide entrances at some point, but now I think just sticking them like this is fine. With the paving. See, I think that's right, isn't it? That bottom one's misplaced. Good day. See, I think it looks better than the old design. At least it will when I add some more nice things to it. Right, let's add all those sea creatures down this end. Dolphin, blobfish there. Oh, sorry, that's an indoor one. Where's the other outdoor one? Shark. We'll have the best thing, which is my rhino here. What part was that to? Belong to the woodlands. Put woodlands here. giraffe. Could have a couple of tigers up the top. Gorilla. Alligator. Squid. Of common creatures over here. Rats, because of course not. Of course, rather. See, I think it looks better than it did. What I might do... We also have the spaces down here, don't we? Oh, of course we can't build roads like that. Oh, I keep forgetting. Yeah, we do have enough space for a couple of things there as well. If that works, that's plenty of... bloody hell, I can't even click this properly. There we go. Wow, you can only have 500 pavings? Really? Oh god. That's... Well, that's completely thrown my design. Holy moly. We've got to use entrance... Oh my god. Oh no. Why is there a module limit of 500 of these? Is that... Hold on, is that paving here or is this all paving? Like, okay, I could use this paving. Can I actually use this in the zoo? Does that count for this? It probably won't. Nope. Well, that's thrown everything. Oh my god. Hold on, is that the same type of paving as over here as well? No, I have 500 per zoo. Okay. Right. Oh, bloody hell, friends. I'm going to have to rethink designs. Holy moly, I'm going to have to rethink again already. I didn't realise that was a thing. I should have realised though, but... At least we can save like 8 per... exhibition with these.
I could never have imagined such a creature existed.
Hold on, can I have... Oh man, this is going to look terrible. Hold on. I've lost him again. Yep, that looks awful. Don't do that.
No accidents in weeks.
Okay, so... That's going to require a major rethink again of everything here now. And it's, do those... I wonder if these coloured ones, however I get some of these other ones, if they would count. I'm thinking I might need to tear it all down again and go back to the very kind of boring design, but it actually uses a lot less paving. Theoretically, if I add another one of these, would it give me more paving to use? That counts as a different zoo. Okay. Yeah, can't do that. That's bad. That's very frustrating entirely.
Ceasefire has ended.
Going to have to change all these hedges. Okay. Until then, let's get rid of this. Get rid of that. Let's bring in... Where are they? Oh, the hedges. Copy.
How's about a little gathering indoors?
This is something I'm going to have to think about and redesign. But for now it can live like this.
A fire broke out.
Right. So I actually have a module limit of 500 and everything counts towards that. Or counts towards it. Okay. Okay, that means we're going to have 2 zoos then. Basically 2 next to each other. That's actually incredibly annoying now. Basically everything I've done on this side will get connected up to the new zoo. But it will kind of look like one. Okay, how am I going to do this? This random zoo over there, I thought I deleted you. What is blocking it? Is that tree blocking it? Yep, that was a tree I built. There we go.
How thrilling! A renowned personage has arrived.
So... this is what we're going to have to do then. Instead of 1 zoo, we're going to have 2 zoos. So everything here needs to get deleted that I've done to be a part of this one instead. With any luck, we can keep them joined like that. Let's start slow. Luckily the hedges stay. That actually really helps. Yeah, okay, so it's 500 modules per zoo then. Okay, I kind of wish I knew that before, but I know it now. It's fine. Everything's good. Okay, let's actually just get rid of these. The hedges stay, which is fine. That helps guide everything a lot easier. They were the issues trying to work that out. Okay, but... Okay. This is fine. I'm glad I know this though. Thinking of a slight redesign down here. No, I won't like that. No. Nope, 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 nope. I'd have something nice along the edge here. Some kind of kind of wish I had it one square up now, but it's fine. I'll figure that out later. There we go. Bugger, that's an issue. I know how to fix it. We'll take one square away. Wait, that's the wrong zoo, isn't it? Ah, goddammit. Wait, how am I going to do this? Oh, goddamn. Bugger, this is so frustrating now.
I'm fortunate enough to have seen you.
There are ruins? Where? Oh, there was a fire over here. Right. There's still a fire, apparently. Don't I have a fire engine here? What the heck? I do not. What the hell? How come I don't have fire?
How about a cup of coffee? You've been playing for 2 hours.
Right. Don't worry about playing for 2 hours. It's cool. Yeah, okay. The lower part of each of these. That can be part of the left zoo. I don't know how it's going to affect like the AI or how things work, but whatever. For now, that's the plan. That's how we're easily fixing it.
How's about a little gathering indoors? Have a sample, sir?
Ah, why? My perfect design is ruined. Oh well. Yeah, you know what? That's not bad. Now I kind of figure this out. This is okay.
The fire left ruins behind.
Let's go fix the ruins.
I love the fire service. They help me a lot.
Okay, no more ruins in my cities. Fine. Okay.
he smells good lush.
Last one. Cool, that's wrong. That's right. Okay, now I kind of figured that out. That's fine. Like, we can do more radical redesigning at some point. Let's see, let's have aquariums over here then. Dolphin, great white blobfish and great white shark. Down here we could have oh, where's my other woodlands? Black rhino. Get rid of rat here then. You can have the other Miombi woodlands.
We will be so much stronger.
Nope.
You mustn't.
No, go away. I'm trying to do things. Oh, I had another tiger up there, didn't I? Yeah, let's move the tigers somewhat together. Two different zoos have two different tigers. Perfect. I kinda wish I had one more animal now just to fill that slot. Alright. Now, it's not ideal. We've got a lot of empty space that we can fill with nice looking stuff. We can expand up this way a little. Can't expand that corner. That's so annoying I'm not one square further over this way. Maybe I can fix that in the future. But hey, I think that looks quite nice. It'll look better when I decide to put more stuff in there, but I think it's time to start redesigning the museum. And the museum is actually kind of okay. Except for the fact, you know, it's not okay. Because I want to redesign it entirely, pretty much. Do make a copy of it over here. Some random flat location with space free. Yeah, here it is.
You gained an influence.
Just for reference, in case I really want to look at it again. In fact, actually, I like the central part I've got here. This looks real nice. Wow, that did not... I'm going to have to delete all of this now. In fact, actually, why did I have to do that? Yeah, I think setting my museum here is good. It gives me plenty of space to expand this way. But maybe it could be a bit closer, like over here.
You gained an influence bonus.
Got to delete all my decorations and things though. What is that? I think that was just someone dancing. A random bunch of garden benches as well to get rid of. Alright, so I'm thinking maybe the museum could be a bit closer this way. Like possibly about here. That gives me some space to expand towards the zoo. Gives me space to expand that way towards the railway tracks. Yeah, basically equidistant between the zoo and the railway tracks, I think. But I can always expand this upwards much more than I can with the zoo. Alright, I'm thinking there in that case. Now, of course, I'm going to run to the same issue as the zoo, where there's paving limits, but we're not going to go as crazy as we did before. God, no, stop copying. I want to try and delete all this. Again. Hey, quack. Yeah, the Anno series is fantastic, man. This is Anno 1800, the latest one. They've released all of the 9 DLCs now, so that's pretty good. Okay, that should be clear. Right. How am I going to do this? What was my kind of layout here? I'm going to have to delete all those things again soon. Oh yeah, I remember Angst. Yeah. I don't really remember Falagar, if I'm honest, but yeah, I remember Angst. Like, I'm fairly sure I do. As long as I'm thinking of the right person. I remember him now, yeah man. Yeah, I remember. Oh wow, yeah. Yeah. I think I must have caught him like near the end, because I remember joining Goon Squad in Wrath of the Lich King, so he probably spoke about him then, or he did some stuff during Wrath of the Lich King. Like, yeah. Yeah, I remember you now, because you mentioned that Falagar, yeah. Alrighty, so that's a nice central thing. I think I kind of remember that name as well, dude. Yeah. So that's an absurdly over-engineered central thing. That's cool. I'm guessing it back at that time because, like, man, I worked it out kind of recently actually that I stopped playing Warcraft. I think it was 11 years ago. It might even be 12 years now. It's crazy. It's crazy how long ago it was. I don't think I'm going to go quite so spread out and crazy as I did here. I'm going to... Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, I see you've been playing Classic a lot. Like, I thought about, you know, getting back into Classic when Classic was originally released. Which was like, what, 3 years ago now? 4? Something like that. And then obviously I didn't. And now, you know, it'd be like going back to it all over again, like late in the cycle, there's no point. I'm wondering, like, if in another 10 years or so they'll just re-release Classic once again so everyone can start from the beginning again. You know. Okay, so yeah, I've got a module limit. Spies in Anno. I think you might have played 1404. Yeah, sounds like... I'm pretty sure spies were in 1404. Ah, yeah, that's cool. Okay, I'm thinking one block between these. I'm not going to hyper-engineer it like I just did with the zoo. Yeah, you can still do war in this one. War's a bit different though. You only lose ships now. You don't have any ground forces or anything. You just bombard their harbour and then blow that up. which is alright, you know, it works. Okay, I'm thinking something like that. Why is that not? Because I just made 3. I was wondering why that wasn't equal, and that's why. Yeah, I didn't really enjoy the combat. Like, most people don't enjoy combat in this, in the series, I mean. It's kind of like, with the combat in this, you either build up just enough ships to just completely wipe out all the AIs, or you completely ignore it. Oh, that's fair. I mean, if you enjoy it, that's cool. That's cool. It's all good. Okay. Now I'm wondering if they're too close to this side. Maybe I do want a double square. Maybe if I had a double paving there. One up there. I'm not convinced.
Simply go to press.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. It's kind of strange how that works. Oh dear. Factory worker short. Wait, what? Glad it led me to that. Do I want to throw more propaganda in? I think I do, but I think I'll throw small bonuses though this time. There's going to be a lot of angry people. I wonder what my riot chance goes up to. I wonder if it will go up to like 150% or something dumb.
To control.
Go away, I'm trying to look at things.
You gained an influence.
Oh no, okay. Riot chance caps at 100%. Does remove happiness to -15, but that's okay. No one's rioting. Yeah, the ground combat in 1404 wasn't great, really. Okay, I don't like that. I think I like them facing this way because they're easy to deal with. See, I could have... Let's try testing 2 blocks over this side like I did that side and see if I like it looking better that way. 2 down there. Oh, Norias. Yeah, Norias. That you could massively improve farm production like that. It was great. Yeah. There's similar things in this. Which island has some? Like you can make tractors in this. Like so look, like this lad.
No space left here.
Okay, he's full. Normally it'd be 100% production, but like with a tractor equipped to these farms, they go to 300%, and they let you have more fields and reduce the workforce, which is great.
We put our love into this.
You also have an actual similar mechanic to the Noria in Imbessa, which is here, I think. No. Here. You have water pumps on rivers where you can fertilize the ground with aqueducts. Not aqueducts. Canals. Which you need to plant crops on, that sort of thing. Which starts leading to massive farming areas like this that's going to get upgraded to a big farming area at some point. And that basically doubles production as well, which is pretty great. I don't know. Hold on, what does TEF do? Oh, mud brick. Right, mud bricks. Ah, yes. I should actually do more with them better. We'll upgrade my harbour. There we go. Probably get a couple of docks here now. I actually have some depots already. Let's build some more anyway. Hold more stuff. While I'm not doing anything here. I have to come back to Imbessa soon. Do more things.
The people celebrate your leadership.
Oh, there's a festival. An arts festival. Gives a lot of attractiveness. Reduced maintenance costs and everything, and attractiveness. On the public services and the cultural buildings. Fair enough, that's not bad, I guess. That saves us some money. Let's say I have you coming down like that.
More's the merrier.
And then we could put, whoops, one there, one there, one there. No, I need two because that's not symmetrical enough. It makes me unhappy. Because we'd have another road coming up this way. Paving road, I should say. That means we can put nice stuff in the gaps between there. Right, that's fine. Yeah, that'll work. Let's get rid of those. Let's basically duplicate that other side. For now. Then I'll figure out how to expand upwards, I guess, from there. This is actually better design than the zoo, really.
Influence bonus.
But that's okay. Covering everything in these, which I don't want. That works. A couple of side routes this way. Oh yeah, Cities Skylines. Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, this is the latest one. It's got a lot of DLCs and things. Most people, I think including myself, consider this one the best of the series now. They've added so much good stuff for this. It's pretty great. Particularly with all the DLCs. Like, it's had 3 season passes. It's got 9 DLCs added to it. I've barely touched any of them. It's crazy. 2070, yeah, that was the second to last. That was the one that was released after 1404. It was okay, but like it wasn't anything special. I think the last one before this was what is it? 2205. Yeah, 2205. And it was fine, but like most people didn't really like the future stuff of it. I've got a lot of empty space here, but I could fill that with, I don't know, something, I guess. I do have enough space to expand one more each this way. I probably only want one more. Got it. Oh, there's the marching band, right. I was wondering where they were, I could constantly hear them. I'm getting... I'm only at 200 of these modules, that's fine. Yeah, that looks fine. And then we can have a nice fence around it. Then we can expand upwards with the museum if we need to. This museum's probably way too big for what I need, but you know, it's fine. Then I can design nice parts of it. Yeah, you probably like this one a lot if you liked 1404 Quack. This one's real good. You know, maybe I won't have all this road actually.
The people celebrate your leadership.
When I say road, I mean it's paving for people to walk along. Yeah, 1404 is real good. Like, most people would say it's probably the best they've done. But like this one is real good. Like it's got so many quality of life features and whatnot. It's really good, dude. And if you like it, it's got a lot of DLC for it, and all the DLCs are actually good, substantive things, you know. So that they're good in that way. I kind of like that being cleaner. Don't like how I've got a lot of empty space now, though. I just realised I made a mistake. I've made these 3 along. Bugger. I'll fix that in a minute. Whatever. But I do have this big empty space, though. Let's do some experimenting. Let's build this up a moment. Let's say we've only got 1 across. One of these across there as well. 1 up. That might be better. I mean, more space efficient, obviously, but I don't have a massive roads and things. Or paving. Well, I'm actually low on... Oh, influence, right. These cost influence to build. Forgot about that. Wow, right. You know what? That's actually better, I think. It's very modular, but then... But then I do have these gaps I can fill with random stuff like trees and benches and things to break up the look of it. Kind of why I did... This is still very modular looking, but it's much less than I did before. And I've got a lot of nice empty space I can fill with things at some point in my double zoo there. Yeah. I think this big gap here isn't really worth it. I don't like how I've paved this area now. Yeah, we're going to get rid of all this. We're going to do that. I can make it look nice with those gaps. I don't think I can actually copy this, can I? Well, actually, for once it does let me copy something. Which is kind of a miracle for this game. Normally it doesn't like me copying things from the zoos and whatnot. Alright. This will be fine then. So what have you been playing lately then, Quack? Still a lot of Warcraft, I guess? Yeah, okay, that's incredibly modular looking, but we can make it better. We'll fix it. It'll be fine. It'll be good.
A marriage of earth and heaven.
Apparently I missed some things here. But they're okay there. Right, okay. That's fine. We'll figure this out. Am I at the module limit yet? No, no, I've got plenty. That's good.
You're tying the knot. Never.
See, that'll be fine.
It is unethical.
Let's do a round of diplomacy, though, actually. Talking of that, I wonder if I can...
Aye, maybe there was good in me one. Fine.
I think I need to get 60 for trade rights. I need trade rights with her.
My family, I am grateful for your faith.
I don't really care about the rep. We're just going to slam gifts and
Yes,
stuff at these people.
I am a bit of a giggle mug. Too generous.
There we go.
Wow. Takes a lot to impress me, you know.
Diplomacy done. Right, for the moment, I think this is fine. Let's get rid of this pay thing. Get rid of that thing. Let's put the best thing I have here. I don't know what that would be. It's treasure, probably. It's legendary, so that's probably the best. See if we can get nice looking things together. Get my attractive bonuses up. Oh, actually, we have some sets that we could put together. Are you part of the Battle of Trelawney? No. Okay, let's put the Battle of Trelawney rather, in... Better, there are only 2 parts to that. Looks like it. Okay, we'll put them in these 2 then. They're all the same. I'm hoping we might get a different look of building. Roots of Investor Skull and Bones. Okay, got a couple of lost cities here. Let's go put these... There's a Gold Realm one. Okay, hold on. Let's go put... Gold Realm. Over here can be... Where's that other Gold Realm one? There it is. There was another Gold Realm somewhere. Kind of don't like how they're all the same look of the buildings. I think I'll put those along the top, actually. Now I've got to find them again. What time is it? Oh, it's 9:15. Cool. I forgot about time tonight because I need to stop earlier than usual, but I'm okay for the moment. Well, I had a third one. Where is it? There it is.
Ceasefire has ended.
Right, let's start slamming all these together. I don't like... Ah, no worries, Quack. It's all good, dude. That's cool. Appreciate you turning up and saying hello, man. That's always appreciated. Definitely, I often see you streaming, but like when you're streaming, I'm usually gaming or streaming myself, you know. Sometimes I'll have to try and tune into your stream, you know. But at some point, hopefully. They're the same. In fact, if they're the same, I'm going to put one of those over here, this corner as well. Make it look nice. I kind of want to break it up a bit. I don't want everything looking the same. Apparently this one never stops doing fireworks. You know what? This one constantly gives fireworks and nice stuff. We'll put it in the one in the middle. Okay, and this special legendary one, we'll build another thing up here. In fact, what I'll do Let's extend this up a few tiles. Like that.
No one turns down Wibble's sock.
Okay, I've got to run a
Recently.
test with these.
Utterly ignorant.
Hmm.
Oh, mother, look!
What if I did a couple that were facing this way up? Okay, fence. In fact, hold on. Let's delete that. This might work. That won't work, I can already tell. That's okay, that's fine, fine. But what's the FPS like? Okay. Game has a bit of a kind of memory leak sort of ish thing, where the FPS will drop after over time. Okay, I need to fill up my water a moment. Let's watch the fireworks. I need to fill those ones on the left. That's quite nice for now. I definitely want to take a picture of this in a minute. Right, I'm going to fill my water up. 1 second, friends. I'm going to mute my microphone while this is doing. Purely because it makes a very unpleasant sounding sound. Okay, that's done. Cool. Yeah, I need to fill up those empty plots there, and then I'm going to take a screenshot, I think. Kind of from this angle, because it looks quite nice. Let's do that. I'll just fill them with anything at the moment. In fact, that one in the middle. I want them as own glyphs here. I just clicked the wrong spot because I'm stupid.
Oh, confetti!
Ah, that's not the one I want there. Oh no, I need to get rid of that empty plot here with something. I don't really want that circle building. Hey. Building.
Screenshot taken.
I like how the dude says that.
Screenshot taken.
There you go, I wanted the fireworks better there. Yeah, that's quite nice. I'll keep that for now. Alright, so we want... Keep getting all these round buildings. You can't change them, can you? No.
Vivid scene if ever I saw one.
I don't know if I want this building right here like this, though. Or if I want to move it up another square. I think I do want it another square. But the fireworks never stop from that building. That's crazy. Yeah, because then I think we can basically extend those without a problem. Yeah, there we go. That's good. That's fine. Alright, so we'll put the legendary treasure there. fill these spots with other things. Okay, we've got one more thing to put in. Bring one more in. Okay, so that's the museum full for now. That's pretty good. In fact, actually, wow, that looks really nice right now, just like that.
People celebrate your leadership.
You know what I might do actually though, is swap things around a bit, so I've got more. I've got a couple of round things over here and less of these squares over here. Let's get a couple of round boys. That's the wrong one. We'll get rid of the jade pearl from there. A couple of round boys in. Yeah, see, I'm actually quite happy with that. I need to add more decorations and things to make it look nicer, much like I need to do same at the museum. But otherwise, for now, I think that's pretty good. I'm quite happy with that. And then we have... Oh, we can delete this now. For the umpteenth time. Cool. Wait, you're not deleted. So then we have a gap here. In between the train lines. Which I'm thinking is going to be the, what is it, no. Plantarium. Yeah, I'm going to call it a plantarium. I don't remember what they're called, but whatever. Culture, no. City. Okay, that actually makes it way more difficult to find it. Botanical Garden, there we go, that's the one. Pop you there. So we kind of need to design this in a very similar way. Start with the baseline. So what, do we actually have any things that we can plant in here is the question. We have 3 plants. Okay, that'll make it simple to start with.
We could bypass these.
Oh yeah. This thing I'm probably going to redesign at some point to make it easier to deal with, but for now we'll basically treat it much like the other place. Because that's all we have at the moment. Oh, in fact I want those in the middle, they're way nicer. Well, I've only got 3 plants. That'll do. I think we'll try and make the Botanical Garden a bit nicer with things. So we'll add a bit more space to it. Let's have a go look at, let's have a look at culture related things for now.
Please let us play in the lower field.
Don't really want a fountain, because they've got fountains just there. Those are big boy fountains. Or duck ponds. Could have some nice flower beds. No, actually, yeah, flower beds are okay, actually. Where are these things? I want a couple of newsstands. I might get rid of those flower beds in a moment. We'll see. Oh, some chess tables are lovely, actually. Yeah, there we go. Wow, this gazebo plaza is massive. I kind of want to get one of those in here somehow. Got some gazebo gardens up there. That looks nice.
Oh, that lad. I know.
Where does this fit in somewhere of it? Really? Actually, hey. Yeah, it could be nice. We could fit some more stuff in over there at some point. Oh, hello, that's housing. I really want a well. There's some regular garden benches. See, that's quite nice. I actually really like the look of this place already. That's pretty good. We'll definitely have to do something more with this in the future. Let's delete the extraneous pieces of road at the moment. Hey, lots of people are arriving because we've got our attractiveness way up due to the building all this stuff. So,
An ever more popular site for we pilgrims.
well, our tendency before we redid all the things was minus 250 or so, I think. Now it's up 1692. Get an extra 5 grand of income, which is pretty good. So I think what we want to do as well, I might redesign the area along here to be hotels. What are you? You're a university. This place needs to become housing, and all of the housing can be shifted down here. But that could work pretty good, I think. Let's at least move that university, because that's no good to me up there. Somewhere up in this corner for now. What I'll probably do actually is just delete all the housing and delete all this housing and then just build new houses down here, which would be the simplest way. Particularly these farmers' houses. But you know what, let's commit to that idea now. Get rid of all these farmers' houses. Actually, I should have built the housing first. I didn't though because I am stupid. It's fine though, we can build quickly. Build one of the one of those. I like these cross setups. At some point we need to go back to figuring out aesthetically pleasing housing. For now though, it's okay. Yeah, that's okay. Looks like this design. That always appeals to me. Let's see. So one of those. A simple one of those. In fact, I'd rather all those be there. That's better. The heck is this building? Police station. Oh, I moved it. I didn't actually want to move it because I'm pretty sure the chance for riot was like absurdly high. Well, it is because of all the propaganda, but
when we're unhappy.
But I mean, people aren't rioting because of it, and they're actually happy still. I might hold off from doing any propaganda on the next one, on the next newspaper, just to avoid any issues. I think the FPS drops have kicked in now. Yeah, they have. It's running at 47 FPS. Okay, I'm going to do a test then. I'm going to do a test because I want to try this out. We're going to save. We're going to save and exit. Let's get the pause screen. I know this is a bit of a waste. Oh god, no, that's the wrong button. It's gone blank. That's right. It was going to go blank anyway. Yeah, I realised that broken pause screen there was because of I did some changes and I don't use that setup anymore. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to do that and reload just to test something. Because I'm actually going to have to stop very soon, but I wanted to test this while it's while I've noticed it. Because I think if I restart, that should fix it. Because I think there's kind of a memory leak to the game where the FPS just drops over time. Here we go. Continue. Alright, let's see what's happened to the FPS. Yep, it's now back up to 70 or so. It bounced me 60, 70 to 80. Yeah, like it was down to 40 before I restarted. So, okay, that absolutely is a thing that I can fix now. Now I've figured it out. So that's cool, that's cool. That's good to know, friends, for the future. To basically restart every couple of hours, pretty much. Why can't I... Oh, there's a random tree there, it looks like. Just random trees everywhere. Oh, that's an interesting, very space-efficient design I've figured out there. Let's get rid of those two bits of road as well. There's some trees there. That one's quite nice. I should do this one more. That's probably the most space-efficient square that I can have. Of course, not only squares to put this in, but it's fine. you actually fit there. I don't think the road does. That's cool. Okay. Right, let's get our farm population up. Now what we can do is upgrade a few houses, I think. Let's upgrade all these farmers. Upgrade the... One random farmhouse down there for some reason. Not quite sure why that is, but it is.
You reached a new milestone.
Here we go. Now we're raking in the money. Now we can upgrade all these. Gonna have to go check for resource consumption though, because I can imagine it's gonna be going crazy right now. I need to check on needs and things of all these people at some point. Because obviously I can upgrade them so they're maxed, but still. Got a big chunk of workers. Start getting that money rolling in from the investors, shall we? Of course, the trouble with doing that is they're going to start requiring an absurd amount of goods. Yeah, like we need a lot more fish, more schnapps, clothes, more bread, more sewing machines. Actually, we're capped on sewing machines. They should start kicking in. Spectacles are even, so we need more spectacles. Watches soon. Our coffee has now gone to 8 of 8, so we're going to need to upgrade the coffee over in the old world. Champagne's fine. Cigars. I think we're supplying enough cigars. I wish I could see the amount that I had in my warehouses from that menu. Yep, we are absolutely capped on cigars. Yeah, and champagne, that's good. We have a lot of coffee. We're going to need more though, probably, I think. Probably want more pocket watches soon. Holy moly, the rum though. Goddamn, we need to kick up rum production.
Adequate.
Do investors need rum?
Finesse.
Investors actually don't need rum. So when we get past investors,
I feel an integral part here.
basically we want as many engineers as possible to be investors. But we don't really want many engineers. Same for artisans. We're going to have to kick up rum production. I want as few artisans as possible, really. Well, that's really helped our money situation, though. Is getting those investors. Geez, they get 45,000 from those. I should have upgraded all my housing a while ago, but I just didn't. Yeah, we're just going to start upgrading everything. We're probably going to be absolutely crippled for resources soon, so maybe I should stop at some point. But not quite yet. More money is the plan. Oh, we actually don't quite have quite enough engineers now. No, we do. So yeah, I think the plan is that we're going to probably stop here, unfortunately. But then tomorrow we're going to kick up production of certain things like bread. Fish is probably maxed out, which is why it's down one, but we could probably build another fishery just to keep it going. Schnapps we're probably maxed out on already as well. I think a lot of the things are actually maxed out on until beer's pretty high. Schnapps is real high. Yeah, they're going down now, but like we've got a good stockpile to tide us over until we can turn the production on. Turn it up rather. And hold on, there's a sort of spare coastline here. Let's build some fishery here. And that'll deal with the fish problem very easily. Yeah, we'll have to start doing something about this massive grain farm. I think we'll be able to drop a few of these and then put tractors on them. Right, let's go have a look quickly. Oh god, I keep looking at new things, but I should really be stopping. I want to find fuel. Fuel station. We can get a fuel station over here by all of these. But if I placed it... let's blueprint it, because that's easier. If I place the fuel there... Okay, it wouldn't extend all the way up to those. It would though if I move it here, I think. Cover all of those ones. Oops. Then it would cover all of these farms. Right, that would be fine. So we'd probably start fuel production going here. Yeah, we have a lot of fuel, and they're very fuel efficient, these things. Of course, we would have to get...
Ceasefire has ended.
We would have to figure out how to get a railway line there, though. So we have this power plant here. I could probably figure a way to divert it through the city to get over here, though. By shifting some of those buildings around, that should help. Yeah, I think that'll work. Do I have any items I can put in the harbour here? No, I think I already looked at this and there's nothing really exciting. A couple of random schooners and things that aren't doing anything. I think I sent some down here, didn't I, with resources? Oh,
Attention for the Admiral.
Oh, these are all ones that I took off the trade route. The coal. How is coal over here? Should be okay. It should be stable. Oh yeah, yeah. Plenty here now. Plenty. That's stable. That's good. A whole bunch of schooners just chocked with stuff. At some point, I will do something with these. Probably set up another trade route of some kind. Until I replace them all. You're filled with iron. We can just drop the iron into the sea. Yeah, just throw it overboard. We don't need this iron.
On our way.
It's useless to us right now. So I have so much of it.
Steersman.
Right, these ships then, they can all go up to the over here. They can just chill next to this one. And I'll figure out something to do with those schooners at some point. Right, tomorrow then. Plan is...
People are rioting.
Uh-oh. There's that riot chance kicking in. I thought I had everywhere covered by police stations, but apparently not. Build up the popo. Let's check everywhere with housing is covered by police stations now. Looks like it is. That's fine. They'll stop that riot at some point.
People oppose you. Find a way to solve this dangerous predicament soon.
I need a bit of World's Fair. Oh god, I'm getting distracted by so many new things. No. Oh wow, World Fair is a chunky boy. I'm fairly sure that World Fairs want to be kind of in the middle of the city, from what I remember. So that we can easily shift stuff around and just plonk one of these bad boys in here. They fit in real nicely. I don't know if I think the World Fair needs to be in the middle of housing. Well, it doesn't have to be, but I think it's good if it is. I need to build a palace as well. I also need to remind myself that why have I got a very samey looking thing down here? Let's get rid of this. Not quite sure why I did that. We'll fix this up. We'll edit the housing here at some point anyway. Alright, what I'm going to do, let's go blueprint mode, because I've got to stop now. We'll blueprint a couple of hotels here to remind me that I'm going to be building hotels in this area. I blueprinted a fuel thing over here, didn't I? But I'm going to save looking at the fuel thing to remind me, because I will forget the fuel thing, but the hotels are easy to remember. Yeah, we're going to stop there, friends, but that's been cool. It's been a good stream, but I've got to stop, and I'll be catching you all next time, so you all have a good night. See you then.